Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a brand new video of Tokyo Ghoul Re-Invoke. In today's episode, we're going to be doing something very exciting and talking about some other things about the game. So today is going to be a summoning video on Kakuja Tatara. So I've been waiting for the V-Jump to drop throughout this entire week. I've been excited for it, really prepared. I figured if we're going to get anniversary units, it's going to be on the 20th. Of which is the Rebirth anniversary, which is today, by the way. Happy birthday to Rebirth. And it's going to be put in the V-Jump, as well as the V-Jump gameplay scan that released earlier today. However, apparently V-Jump had no Tokyo Ghoul page this month. And not only that, but it decided that it's only going to show Saint Seiya gameplay on the other online gameplay V-Jump. And so today, that basically feels like confirmation that's going to be the end of the banners after these ones we currently have. I imagine this is supposed to be the celebration for Tokyo Ghoul Rebirth on both versions, but they didn't really communicate this to us. They didn't say, oh, we're dropping a bunch of different banners through this entire time. They just kind of said, anniversary is happening on the 20th. Here's the exact day. Have fun with all these banners, and just dropped a hell of a lot of them. But for right now, because we have no confirmations, I'm kind of down to go ahead and do my summons on the character I've personally been waiting for a long while. This Tatara, I keep on calling him Takizawa because I'm so used to saying it, but this Tatara is one of my most hyped units coming up inside the game so far, and I wanted to get him for a long while. So I think that because we have no confirmations, we have no guarantees, it's time to do some summons. Now, this is going to be a special summon, so we're only going to have a guaranteed copy of him at step 5, which is 250 Hakka to be able to guarantee to get up to there. It is going to be expensive. I just want one copy of him. If I end up getting a copy before the last step, I'm going to stop and go move to the Amon banner, because I want him as well. But for right now, we'll see how it goes. We're just going to pop into this and have a good time with that. So, finally, I'm going to go ahead and pick up our coffee. Do a cheers to the fireman himself, and have a good old time with our first summoning video in a minute. We had the Juzo errata, but it worked out pretty well. Now, downloading doesn't mean anything inside this game. Downloading does not mean anything substantial, but maybe an SSR in this multi could potentially be something meaningful. That's no SSR though. Yeah, alright. So you can tell by the lightning, because lightning will flash more purple whenever it isn't. But that's an all our multi aside from one. That's how it goes. Next one up. So typically, I'm used to getting shafted inside these banners, and genuinely, I'm expecting it in most of these situations, just because that's the nature of these like 3% banners or less. And that's how it goes. That's how it definitely ends up going. Next multi up, we'll go into the third step. It's been downloading every single time though. So I guess it's just kind of every new unit is going to be a download because I transferred it recently, but I downloaded all I feel like. Regardless. Oh, yep. That's how it goes. It'd be nice to get like extra copies of Psycho or Mutsuki or Shirazu or Heisei, or like anything, any other SSR. Maybe a Rejuzo to finish him off and get his break bonus, because I don't have that just yet. That'd be cool. That'd be nice. Banner. SSRs aren't, like, especially rare, and maybe you should give me one now. Finally, okay, thank God. What do you got for me? What are we putting out here? What are you slapping on this table right now? Is it gonna be a ghoul? It's a ghoul. Okay. Crossing our fingers. If anything, if it's not Tatara, I'm fine with Yomo. Naki's not it, though. Naki is so not it. He's maxed out, and he's been maxed out for a long while. All right. Well, that's about how summons go on this game. That's just how it ends up going. For now, our final multi is here, and we party. If we can get more than one copy, that'd be nice. I'm getting a feeling it's only going to be one SSR. It's just, this aching in my heart that I'm feeling. Oh. Yeah, alright. Just how it ends up going sometimes. Every time. But, welcome to the party, Tatara. I see. Alrighty, and you are good to go. Now, this Tatara is probably the worst unit that came out through this entire batch, unfortunately. But I still want to end up trying to use him. Actually, so I'm going to go max him out in a second here. What I kind of want to do, the first multi on Amon as well. I feel like I should probably save, but the first multi is only 30. I'm kind of down to test my chances. On Fist Banners, I typically need a lot of the units on it. So any potential SSR would be really, really nice. And honestly, I just kind of want to summon right now. The anniversary has me very disappointed right now. Just because of how they kind of rushed it. But it's how it ends up going. So, that's actually an SSR. What do we got here? On a festival banner, SSRs can be a very, very wide range of things. It's one CCG. I imagine that Ghoul Amon probably isn't a CCG though. I can almost guarantee that. What do we got? Koryui. Alright, that real. In that case, I'm going to go ahead and max out Tatara, and we'll go and do a level with him as well. So I will see you guys in one max out second. Okay, so I'm currently in a bit of a ticket drought, so we are going to be sitting with him currently at 7 out of 10. Unfortunately, this war I haven't been grinding the actual quests for the Juzo all that much, but I want to try to get to it because I actually want to max him out soon. But for right now, I do have 80 stimulants to give him, so we'll max out his actual skill himself. We'll give him the defense decrease to down to 0.3%. And also I want to go ahead and give him the bleed soon as well. I'm going to try to grind up another 20 stimulants during this war or the next one. But it turned out quite nice. And honestly, I'm ready to go ahead and use him on just whatever team I want to for right now. I don't know if I have any dispatches back right now. I don't. Okay, so I have a few. Can I get something interesting to run right now? I would love that. If not, it's not a huge deal. I can go ahead and wait a little bit. Oh, that's not great though. I actually don't know what typing that is to plus 5 AP, but I might try and wait a little bit longer because honestly, right now, I feel like I can go and do story or like a raid or something, but it doesn't really present what he actually does too well. I'm kind of down. Here, let's make a team real quick to do like one of... I haven't done the Hachikawa raid in a while, and he actually is speed. Okay, so we're going to do the tier 2 of this. And what I might actually try and plan around is, instead of Juzo Arata here, we'll use the Tatara. We'll use Black Reaper as well. And I think that I'm going to have the Anniversary Rima as the third as well here, just to get a maxed out team that goes pretty well. We have a neutral Black Reaper. I would love to put... So, do I have anything that's speed that I can use that would go pretty well behind Tatara, for example? Festival Amon actually wouldn't be a bad call. Here, where is Festival Amon? It's been a while. Where's my buddy old pal? There he is. So we'll go and try this out as a team and kind of see how this ends up going. Tatara does have the defense decrease to 0.3, so it should go pretty well. And we'll see how the damage goes. I'm excited. Oh, finally. I'm ready to try and see what he's actually about. Because, like, I wanted to pull on him no matter what, and I feel like he's the character that I wanted the most aside from most of the endgame Kanekis. Like, a lot of the high stays and stuff are kind of what I collect right now. But thinking about units that drop later on inside the story, the only ones I can think of is, like, the final Kaneki, the Furuta, endgame versions of, maybe, like a Koryui, which is kind of unlikely, but the final fight he did have the coat and it was kind of fancier. We could get like a headless Eto, for example. There's not a heck of a lot that they'd kind of do for right now. Oh, my controls aren't working. Okay, give me 1 sec. I gotta fix this. All right, and we are good to go. So Rima will guarantee a break this turn with his special. We're going to try to get some charge on Tatara for right now using all of our AP we have available. He looks fucking rad standing in the middle. I wish they dropped a Hoji as a boss fight during this war so we could actually get like that cool final fight that we had, but hopefully next season. I'm going to use all my AP here. Attack with Tatara all the way and then use the skill here. Arima will break, but it works out. We'll do 1, 2, 3. Tatara? Wait. So Tatara yells Moero, which is burn. And he also yells Hoji, no matter who he's fighting. I like that. Does he? It doesn't have any fire, though. His actual skill here, he's kind of like spits. Oh no, he totally does! Oh, what? The actual gameplay video didn't have it. That's fucking rad! Yo, they did it! They did the cool thing! I'm super happy about that. When we saw the gameplay video on Twitter, I didn't remember seeing any fire come out of his mouth when he used the skill. That's so good! I'm happy about that. They actually did a cool thing with him. You know what? I'm happy. I think I'm happy with what I pulled today. And we're going to go ahead and do a double swap with Tatara this turn as well. Amon will be ready to awaken next turn, so he'll be ready. How many hits does Tatara do? It goes at 32, 131. We go up to 141, so it's a guaranteed 10 hits. Damn it, I wish it would have been a 9-hit attack. Not a huge deal. I'm actually going to leave Tatara in this turn and have the double swap for next turn. We have no defense increases, but it should be fine, honestly. Black Reaper is also a pretty good tank if he ends up being the one that gets attacked, so... we'll just try and get some more charge on Tatara here. I actually want to check... Does he do durability damage? 1 second. So I actually have his skills here. He does 0.3 times defense, inflict bleed, deal damage for 10 hits for 1.2 times damage, and restore durability, but no actual durability damage. Meaning that if I use his skill mid-turn, it shouldn't break. That makes perfect sense to me. Perfect! So that actually means I'll be able to use him pretty effectively like this then. I am gonna do this and then get the break with our buddy old pal Arima here. Because if I do that, I'll be able to use the skill of Black Reaper and then get the charge on Tatara again. Our main goal is going to be to use him primarily. I'd also love to get the skill ready with Arima again to use for my Amon when he swaps in. But it's not looking too likely. Alright. We have a 10 hit, so it's fine to use it whenever. And burn. Wish he had a higher percentage on that, honestly. It's kind of weird that he has such a low 1.2% for 10 hits. I wonder what Black Reaper's was. Here, I'm gonna check something. So if I check the skills for Black Reaper here. Yeah, even Black Reaper does 2 times damage for 10 hits. He doesn't do durability damage, or Tatara doesn't do durability damage, that's fine. But that's not that great. Tatara has lower, like, percentages than Black Reaper does. That's super strange. He deserves so much better. Like, he's alright, and the defense decrease is super nice. But because Takizawa already has that, he's not really that worth it. Black Reaper's also boosted right now, so he's doing a hell of a lot of damage anyway. So we're going to use all of our charges here on Tatara. And we are good to go. Now, I do have a swap out to Amon. I'm not going to use it because it's more worth it to do... So I'm going to use this. This is the last turn I need to buff with Arima, so I can awaken next turn with him to be fine. The actual buff with Arima lasts for 3 turns. So typically, you want to try and use it every turn, or at least I do, until the end of days. Then once you get 3 turns left, you can just kind of do whatever you want with him. I'm going to do 3 hits with Arima. and just kind of do this. Next turn, what I'm going to do, I'm going to swap in Amon for the break bonus and the buff, and then we'll swap back to Tatara afterwards as well. We'll see how much damage we can do with that. Alrighty. Alright, Tatara, hope you're ready to burn it to the ground tonight. Here we go. So he can use his skill mid-turn. I like how he just calls Hachikawa a hoe and just like yells at him. He spits that hot fire. Alright, we'll use all the way with this. I'm going to bring in Amon. I think Amon might break if I use this, so I'm actually going to wait and get Arima's break bonus here. Just to make sure I have that ready to go. I think that Amon was 6 hits. I should go to 78 here. Oh no, it's 8 hits. Damn it. I haven't used him in a while, but might be. Okay, so I'm going to do this. We'll be able to get one more skill off this turn with him. Holy shit, I'd be able to get off 2 if I did full charge on him. He charges so fast. He's such a good unit. I'm so upset that he's, like, not relevant anymore, just because he doesn't really have a kit that flows well with the other One-Eyed King Kaneki. Kaneki's entire thing is he reduces the actual attack of the enemies from what it's usually at to 0.3, I believe. Amon does the same, but it's, like, down to 0.8 or 0.6. Which replaces it entirely, meaning that he doesn't really go too well alongside the Kaneki himself. But he's still such a good unit to use. He has a good break bonus, he does a good job, like, putting in work. I feel like... So I could awaken with Arima this turn, but I feel like breaking with him is the best bet to get more damage with Tatara. I don't think if I awaken, I could actually get a break off with him, and so I need to try and, like, use Black Reaper to break, which might be bad for my damage with Tatara. I might just do my non-awakened version again, honestly. Because this is supposed to be the Tatara showcase. I want to see how well he can do alone, really. So we'll use his skill. Mid-turn Spittin' Hot Fire. His actual skill charge is like really low as well. He has a 2x killer whenever the enemy's bleeding, so he'll be able to do more damage 100%. But it's not looking too pleasant for him, honestly. He honestly doesn't seem like that great of a unit. We'll see how well we did at the end of this, but I'm net disappointed. His model is rad. It's great. I love it. Like one of the best models in the game right now, but meh. We're also just barely about to hit 50 million, of which would be 100 million if I actually use the double damage multiplier, so we're barely hitting for that on this raid. Granted, this raid is the 2-flame version, so... Wonder what a clown would be like using this team. Good stuff, though. So let's see how much damage we did with everybody. I imagine Tatara's probably going to be the highest damage, because I kind of focused on him. Well, let's see. Tatara did 23 million. Black Reaper did 11 million. Anniversary Rima did 9.2 million, and then Anniversary Amon did 8 million. So it was all right. He definitely would be able to hit for the 100 million, so he is a good unit to use for that. But I'm kind of like, it's all right. It's okay. He does his job. And I imagine it'll probably be pretty good for grinding out anything, because the actual defense decrease helps out a lot with trying to grind out those S-rank wards on auto. So let's check our dispatches. If we end up getting a Juzo level, we might try it out, though he is red. If not, we'll probably just be done for today. We got nothing. All right, so that is going to be it for today for Tokyo Re-Invoke. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'm going to try to come back I'm gonna grind up some Hakka and see what happens when the war ends. I imagine the way it's looking right now is a lot of the banners over on Rebirth leave on the 24th of September. And we'll kind of have to see if they do end up kind of doing anything for when the war ends, if they drop any more banners or whatever. If we get another 2 banners drop that day without actually having any details like leaked about it or talked about by the actual in-game news, I'm going to be very, very upset, because that is so scummy to the players, honestly, but we'll see for the moment. For right now, thank you for watching this episode of Tokyo Reinvoke. Trying to be as positive as I can, but it's hard. I think that because I'm so passionate about what this game could be, and because of how involved I am with the actual game itself, I always try to call to action what's better for it. And I always try to call to action what I think would be healthy for it. But at the same time, I'm realizing that I'm becoming very negative toward it as well, because I'm being cynical about the different parts that they're not doing entirely well. And I really don't like it myself either. I think that being positive in a community like this is really, really important, especially when it is such a niche. We need to try and be kind of together. So I want to try to improve on things, and I'm trying to focus on kind of just the positives of what's happening. So I'm going to try to kind of work on that, and hopefully I can convey that properly, because it's a hard balance right now. Because whenever you're passionate about something, it's also the easiest thing to critique for you. I personally love .hackgu, one of my favorite games. It's a PS2 game. I could go off for several hours about every single bad part of that game. I could also go off about all the good things, like Reinvoke. I love the way that they introduce these characters. I love the way that they kind of hype up new units. I like the way that they kind of build up and try to make units so that they synergize well together, and also kind of make teams that work in interesting ways. So like the bleed synergy alongside paralysis, they kind of blend together, and also they kind of do well on their own as well. And I like what they do. Like the Naki and Misa is a great example. That one right there, that banner, I found that super, super cute, because they actually complement each other. I think that's what I want out of this game. I kind of want that service, and they do a great job of it already. So I'm just hoping, I think that if they were able to communicate these banners dropping, if they're able to communicate kind of what they're doing with these banners and what they're planning on trying to drop, or at least just saying that they're dropping a few banners going forward, that would be healthier than just kind of on the day of, here's 3 banners, here's 2 more, here's 2 more. It just doesn't sit well with me, but I'm trying my best. I do apologize. I was very unhappy with how I had the video last time as well. It just kind of didn't sit well in my own heart. So I'm trying my best for the moment. For right now, thank you for watching these episodes of Tokyo Reinvoke. I just had to get that off my chest. I had to talk about it a little bit, because I do feel like it's a big part of kind of what I'm making right now. I love this game. So thank you for watching. Take it easy, and I will see you guys next time. Bye for now, everybody.